You see me through these cedar trees. I'll come to you. If my bus broke down in Devil's Pass, I'll walk until my legs collapse. I'll crawl to you. The world is full of hands that hold you when it's worth it. You gave me a chance. They thought I was worthless. So when I fall like I do, I'll come to you. And if I fall at 33, you'll feel me through the evergreens. I'll come to you. The world is full of hands that hold you when it's worth it. But you gave me a chance, and they thought I was worth it. So when I fall like I do, I'll call for you. The wheel hubs are $100 for both. We were gonna try. The public shower is closed. I have to wait one day until tomorrow because I smell really bad. Like I'll get a wave of clarity for a split second and I'm able to actually be in the present moment, and then I take a whiff of myself and I'm like, oh my God, I walk around like this ball of pestilence, man. So thank God I have a lead for a job at a dairy farm. Somebody said they need people. So I drove here instead of buying the wheel bearing and the wheel hub replacement. I spent gas to get to the shower. Because as long as I drive at night and I go like 15 under the speed limit, the car can get anywhere. I just can't be taking it on dirt roads and stuff. So I know nobody's going to watch this live because I put the title as fundraising. So the bots won't give a fuck. Because it doesn't benefit them at all. I'm going to go behind this dugout and take a wee. I'm going to take a bit of a wee. Any crows? I made the birds all start. You heard them? I'm like a etheric sea monster. The world is full of hands that hold you when it's worth it. You gave me a chance, and they thought I was worthless. My chickadees are here. Chickadee. I'm fucking freezing, fam. I'm bloody fucking cold, mate. I'm going under this dugout. Oh shit! I tried to stomp that, it didn't work. Oh shit! Holy crap! No hitting or kicking against the backstop, it damages the screen, guys. I know you were trying to kick against the backstop, but I'll let you know there's a sign out there. What are these tracks? I can't pee here because people go here. I'm at an impasse, you know what? I'm just gonna piss, I don't care. What does this say? Oh, how are you, my fellow American friend? My soul brother on like a parallel planes and universal metaphysics. Well, please lock me. Shit. I'm just missing a bird nest. Ooh. Hear the crows? The crows caw the fucking phone. The crows caw the fucking phone stops working. I'm trying to talk about how the gang stalking picked up yesterday for some reason. It hadn't been going for about a year now, where I've been left alone. But then yesterday I recorded the video about how I felt the demonic presence outside my car. Yesterday I recorded the video about how I felt the demonic presence outside my car, and then I saw the gang stalker. And then this morning, or I don't know, is it afternoon? I haven't even looked yet. I feel the same thing, and I wake up and there's just the same person twitching, weird behavior. And then I look in the window and he put a shirt on the driver's side of a demon, and it says, "So I'm back." And the demon is like, and I'm like, what's going on? I don't understand why. Is it a Truman Show you're messing with me for fun? Because now the crows have started and they weren't before. And if I fall at 33, you'll feel me through the evergreen. Now you can call. Yeah. I had to take one lurch forward like I explained you have to do. Because they're trying to absorb all the power in the entire environment. Everywhere their cause can reach, they're trying to drag all the power to themselves. So I held it so they won't caw. Oh. No, that was actually louder. Stop. You hear that snowmobile in the background going brr, 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 that loud noise? If there was more sunlight in the sky, you have to not care. Because when you stop caring about it, you can bring more focus towards your everyday experience. And they don't like that. I feel like the pressure, it was like a fireball of having fun. And now it's like a pain in the side. But with curiosity, if I can reject it, they'll start up again. But I guess something about me walking around. But they didn't start until the gang stalking. Until I started talking about that. And you hear the birds aren't chirping. But when I start to reorient the piece back through and try to connect to the little birds, they'll start up again. And the crows won't like it. Heard it? Because it'll all come back to me. Then I will reconnect with the trees. And if I fall... So as I'm walking, I use the curiosity and I pull some etheric power back that the crows had taken, which triggers their 5 call. If the power's already inside, they switch, and they can't take it, they switch to the 3 call, the But if they've already gotten it, they switch to the 5. You heard it? I kind of want to chill out here, so I don't want to make too much noise. If I fall at 23, I'll feel you through the evergreen. I'll crawl through you. That's cool. The birds moved to my car. They were over there, but they're 4Z. Fuck off. Right before I got in the car, it had to go, And I don't know if they can see me or not. I don't think they can. It's spiritual. Alien Reborn, what up? I just go out in the woods and explain what I've learned living in the woods for 4 years now. And being homeless for like 14. Game? What about game? It might be game. Game you? Shorty, I could frame Mog Clav like it's nobody's business. I'll tell you what. Hey, I found my debit card. Feel me through the evergreens. Not gonna lie, your hair is thicker than mine and I'm feeling a little jealous. Well, you look like a cartoon. I don't know what you look like, fam. See you through these cedar trees. I grew it. It's just genetic, man. My dad has the same thing. But my mom's side is native and my dad's side is Irish and African. So my dad has this gigantic bushy beard sometimes, and my mom gave me these genetics, so I only got this shit. But my fucking hair is like the bear. I've got bear hair, man. My whole life they told me. You do look like a cartoon. Bro's racist OF. Caucasian warrior, come on. I was dressed up as a character in my picture cosplay. Well, it looks cool. I just can't really see it. You look like Elsa. Was your character Elsa from Frozen? I'll see you through the evergreen. Elsa, what did you do with my Lando Norris Monster Energy drink, man? Mine is out. Are you the one that froze all my shit, man? Where is it? Elsa, what did you do with it? Why did you freeze my stuff? Why did you freeze it? You drank it? Well, fuck you. I paid good money for that. I needed it. Come on. She just Disney mogged me. Are the crows still going? So you hear no crows at all until I put the phone over here, and then he did the and now you can see that the pattern has definitely changed in response to my beautiful energy invading the space. But the birds enjoy it, right? And they all went, a beautiful symphony of feathered creatures for today. And I'm gonna fucking kill that crow and string it up on my car like this. I'm gonna taxidermy that bitch and hang it upside down, and he's gonna help, help. I'm gonna put a motion sensor with a speaker that goes help, 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 help. And that will be my crow alarm. Can crows really mimic talking? I had just made it through a hurricane in 2024. I'm in a shed in a field. It's the eye of the storm, which means we're gonna have a couple other days of rain, but the worst part is over. I wake up and my third eye, oh shit, and I'm like, oh my god, we're actually these giant beings that are led to believe we're tiny, and this world is so small compared to what we actually are like in space. Holy shit. And like, the animals are way too aware of it, and they know that we don't care. They see us as little toddlers. The animals have so much spiritual bandwidth and are already awakened. And then I feel the crows are about to sweep in to do the destruction of all the energy. So there's like the grass and the trees and the humidity from the fucking, what's it called when the air gets wet? The moisture. And there's a lot of beautiful, glistening, shining, shimmering, peaceful growth from earth. And I feel the crows with the red and black malevolent anger and darkness are coming into the field to fuck all that shit up, harvest it, convert it to their own, and get a little bit bigger of energy, and then use it to kill and fuck, basically. And then she said, is that Sven in the back seat? I'm the villain. But basically, I held that awareness of spirit longer than usually when you wake up from your dream and you're a bit more conscious. The realm eats away at it and will destroy that dream, so you can't wake up and be more aware of the reality. We're in a spiritual Hunger Games, basically. And I held it, which means I was way more aware of everything going on. I held on to my hypervigilance with whatever spiritual code I got from my dream. And I swear to God, a crow was like curious, what? And it could see me spiritually. And I was just like, just holding it in, okay. And it flew to into the shed, onto this mill of some kind, and it was trying to form words. It got really close to me while I was laying there, not moving, and it went, and that scared me. And then I lost it, and then immediately the world yanked all the code out, and the crow just flew away. Swear to God, man. But yeah, that's not Sven, that's James Buchanan Barnes in the back there. It's my brother Bucky, which we're gonna move up here because I'm not going to sleep. There was a bunch of hobos that were trying to steal it. I'm like, you're making me look bad when I try to advocate that you guys are healed. Bucky Barnes. Come on, friend. This is my son, Bucky. Casey. You must remember the natural way. White people killed me. The white man. The white man shot and killed me and then got rid of me. But Casey saved me from the evil teenage weed smokers that would have forced me to watch them jerk off every night. Is it the wife? He's clearly got horns, man. This is my son. And he's dead. Because my son IRL is actually dead. IRL spawned, and he fucking God spawn camped him. God spawn camped my son. Fucking picked him off. But now I have this deer. But my son's name was Connor. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Chat, there's nothing wrong with not paying rent. Imagine spending a third of your income to live in a box you can't afford to spend any time in, so you're just throwing it in the trash just to essentially have a storage facility. You're paying like $1,400 a month, probably, maybe $600 if you're lucky, for a storage compartment you can sleep in, because you don't spend any time there. I don't know, man. There's supposed to be fucking a mod here to get rid of the white people. MP, I don't know if I trust you. You guys are meanie heads. No, they're just white, man. It's unfortunate that the Jews bred them as goyim, and now they're trapped in the social hierarchy of Capricorn that keeps them working over and over and over and over. So they can only feel emotion at somebody else's expense. So they're addicts. They're addicts. And when I said that, the crow went, ah! You have something to say? Here? You got something to say? All four of them, all at the same time, went, I set off the alarm. Because I spoke to them directly. And what's really cool, cows are very powerful creatures. Certified door knocks? Certified scary guy? What? I don't know what that means. Please don't get rid of me. I'm enjoying your energy. So are these crows. Yeah, and just with my hand, I can make them freak out. If I fall at 23, I'll see you through these cedar trees. Should we crow hunt? They're mad because they're hunting. And my existence, for some reason, triggers the crow's mental bandwidth to feel threatened. I see you through these cedar trees. Oh, an alien just crawled over at the top of the car and said, stop. I see the tree. I can smell this guy from 4 states away. Yeah. And you, Alien Reborn, you'll notice, if you stick around long enough, you'll notice none of them ever have Irish last names. They're all English people, because English people have to chew wood to stop their teeth from growing. See the trees. It is not... It's weird. When they just come in and tell you to better the situation, it's weird. It's indicative that they're not very intelligent people. Because most people, like, would just ask, you know? They'd say, like, what's up, man? What's your life like? And I would tell them that I'm waiting on a job at a dairy farm, man. So I'm here to take a shower. But because of that, I had to sacrifice the money I was going to do to replace my wheel hub. I came here to take a shower so I can go to the dairy farm. And you know, it's really weird how they all talk the same too. It's like it's literally the same. It's like Groundhog Day for me. where I'm just talking to the same exact person over and over again. There's no individuality in their character. There's no real intelligence on their end. It's just this, like, I would assume institutionalized, programmed, leftover Jesuit order, Goyim, wage slave, destruction of character, destruction of individuality, destruction of connection to spirit, to capitalize off of it. So they just do the same things, same shit, and it's just it's Groundhog Day. I mean, I could explain it. It's basically that they're addicts. They have this addiction, so they get sort of compounded into people like this with the same exact character, and all they can do is negative punches, because the way their mind has oriented into a weaponized schizophrenic delusion means that any perceived change in the people that they're essentially trying to socially rape, any perceived change, even though it's not real, their mind creates a validation loop for the same brain stimulation that heroin gives you. So they feel like they've dominated something. But in most cases, it's the emotions they feel I have is never the case. But I deal with it every single day for 4 years. I went for like 7 hours yesterday explaining to 1,000 people the same thing over and over again. That there's nothing wrong with not paying rent. And life is actually much more beautiful out here. It's way cooler. I see you through these cedar trees. Your point is people shouldn't judge someone else's situation. And I'd accept criticism if I respected their intelligence, man. Cedar trees. And what's even crazier is that I backpacked for 2 years. What up, man? Do you think we should keep Rusty Knuckles or not? Do you think Rusty Knuckles is savable? Imaginary Friends is here. Parasite King is here. And I'm like, I don't even know if these people are real, man. They could be AI. Croag Krogerson, what up? What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck is your profile picture, man? Is that Elon Ma? This is my deer, man. Hey. We'll hide Rusty Knuckles. Can everybody tell Rusty Knuckles here that people think less of him than they do of me when they see people hating in the comments? They think that you're more mentally ill, you have more issues, you've got some shit, you're a loser. Hell yeah, keep it. You want me to keep him? He's just gonna run in the same thought loops as he degrades himself lower and lower and lower. Is it a real dead deer? Yeah. Oh. Someone at a thrift store was selling it for, and they had like tons and tons of antlers. They said they were gonna, it was either me or a teenager was gonna get it. So I was like, I might as well take it and put it in the woods. Oh dear. Right, man? And it's really cool. It does make a change in the environment. And I was really upset that a fucking rat in the fucking woods was on top of it, and it jumped off and made the nail fall, and it fell and chipped the top here. But now when I put him like a year later, and when he's in the passenger seat, that antler needs to be chipped in order for me to move it around under this mirror. So it all works out for the best at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the people that watch live are way more fucked up than the people on. They're addicts. They're heroin addicts. But instead of putting it in their arm and letting the blood go to their organs, and then the reaction causes the brain stimulation, they get stuck in social situations. Schizophrenic ideas about dominance and social validation, when really everybody just doesn't want to be around you. And that's all it really is. So they escape into their phone the same way a homeless person might escape into a hard drug. But The homeless people are way more honorable. The shit that they're going through is a lot realer. And it's actually like inequality, unfairness, severe trauma, CPTSD, bad shit that compounds into what feels like a demonic presence. The people on the phone, it's a suburban delusion. They're too it's the privileged route. It's like when you see rich kids that get addicted to opium and they all at their parties, but these guys are the suburbans that never went to the parties. They didn't get invited. So this is their opium delusion. Copium. It's their copium delusion. Ecstatic here, Bubba. Hey, Casey, would you ever just sit and watch other people just talk on video? No. No. I watch Queso play video games, and I watch tarot readers read tarot. Like, right when I pulled into this parking lot, I was like, I feel like I should go to a church. And then the tarot video I was watching was like, I just saw 3131, which is that's really big because we're talking about the 33 energy here. And then I'm seeing Archangel Michael is calling out to you. When I was like, I think I should go to a church. And then when I pulled in, the tarot reader said, this is your chance to go for a walk and connect to nature. So then I ended the video and I went outside and I went for a walk to connect back to nature. Because this is my chance to connect back to nature. But I'm trying to get my wheel hub replaced. It's not exactly demon cards. Ah, fuck you. Let's find my tripod so that doesn't happen anymore. Thank you to, I think it was Demon Hunter, actually, the subscriber that helped me get this tripod. I don't know. Let's unblock the hater and see if he didn't leave after we blocked him. Lesser Key of Solomon type shit. I'm supposedly related to Solomon. You liked and subscribed, but you must go for now. Have a super amazing day today. Take care, man. Yeah, they're just spiritual rapists, man. Can we see the deer head? Yeah. What up? Help. These losers couldn't stand a chance living this life. They're jealous of Casey's youth and his vigor. There's a fucking nail in his mouth, man. And they sealed up his eyes. This is cracking. You can see where they cut a hole in the skull to drain it out, which is tough. I might super glue it all back together. Give me the fresh air. It's 35 degrees, which means the snow is melting, so the energy is much better. Everything's much more vivid. But the crows ruin it, man. Hawaii is a paradise because there's no crows. A young buck, 3 points, 1, 2, 3, yeah. I didn't kill it. You mount deer on live, Oak Ridge taxidermist. Can you tell me if this is normal, that there's a hole in the skull? Right here. Is this where they killed it? Shut the fuck up. I'll get you with the deer. I'm gonna get you with the deer. What the fuck, weirdo? Shut up. The crows are getting closer. Chat, I'm an alien. Hey, I'm a forest creature. This deer is alive. He's going through some shit. Hide is probably old and cracking. I did leave it outside for 6 months in a cabin. Someone needs to keep tabs on you. Need to be put on the list because I've got a deer head. Very unusual. Esapo. You have a license to hunt. I'm the DNR, the do not resuscitate. That's what I'm saying. Dude needs to be on a list. What's up with these losers, man? Just admit you're insecure. Just admit that you have self-esteem issues, man. It's really all it is. I'm just sitting in a car. It's every day. There's thousands of you guys, and you're all white. None of you have Irish last names. And you are all unable to realize that it's like you're all the same character. You guys are like NPCs. You have the same dialogue options as thousands and thousands of other white losers. If you want to hang out with the deerhead, it's your American right. Not really, man. Because if I wanted to just sit here, eventually I would be arrested for trespassing. Not gonna lie, dude, your eyes look cold and empty. You look broken and like a psychopath. Well, why don't you ask me why it's like that? You know? Instead of saying shit nobody really wants to hear, nobody cares. I'm like a literal person on the other end, you know what I'm saying? You've got a Scotsman here, and that's close enough to Irish. Albertic Mac. And let's see if Albertic Mac has said any shit, or if it's all just the colonizers. Look, Albertic Mac has not said anything bad. You have thoughts on harming people. See, it's just so dumb. They're trying to do the fucking... All they can do is just rape, bro. You're talking about pathetic. You are begging for wheel bearings. Who's pathetic here? And I'm like, don't you see that the Jews have locked you in this little box? And you've missed out on so much of life that you could have enjoyed and experienced if you had just let that bullshit go and stop being a faker. You guys are pussies, and you know it. It don't matter that your slave master got you to work better than all the other lemmings, and you have lost yourself spiritually, and you only survive off of the harvesting of others for your own ego that you call sophistication and discipline, but everybody else calls unbearable, intolerable, insufferable bullshit, and they just ignore you. Or when you make your stupid joke at the gas station, they go haha, but then they just really hope that you leave, and the girls at the drive-thru might pretend to be friendly because you might tip them, but then as soon as you leave, they don't even say anything about you. They just move right back onto the coffees and shit. Unless you could find one whose dad abused them as a child and they're accustomed to your bullshit already. Which teachers do. In a lot of white communities, teachers abuse the children in the school to keep the culture perpetuated. You guys are the victim, which is pretty funny. At the end of the day, what up, Elric? How you doing, man? This is like month 2.5 you've been watching. Go glamping. That'd be pretty cool. I'd love to go glamping, man. I'd love to put... That's what I'm really working on. We're working on making this really easily pop-up tents for homeless people and natural disasters right now. We're trying to work on the possibility of natural disasters and easy pop-up tents. And I have this really cool idea. And then I found a guy who has a shop, a wood shop, and he's really interested in it too. So now we're just waiting on money, and for me to get money, I need to get the wheel bearings fixed. I applied to 65 jobs now, because I went around and I talked to all the gas stations in this area, and they said basically, no, we're all full. They told me here, which is a bigger area than where I usually am. It's like, I'd say 45, 50 miles away from where I was yesterday. And this is the only place with the public shower. They said that there's 1,000 residences that are semi-available, and there are 1.5 million people that are now in competition right now for those 1,000 residences that are open in this large, like 60 square mile area. of the 1,000 apartments or residences or whatever, there are 1.5 million people fighting over it currently. And if I fall at 23... Anyone tell you you look like Johnny Depp? They usually tell me I look like Shalissa. No, they say I look like every attractive actor from the 2000s if they clump them together, which is not a compliment, because I don't think that would look great. You have a little advice for you, bro? Oh, it's time to get rid of him. Bye. We should start off-grid communes with no political or religious agenda, just to simplify, save money, and get ahead. I'm really trying. I went and talked to a bunch of homeless people yesterday, and I asked them, like, hey, how long have you been home? You mind if I ask you a couple questions about homelessness? And he's like, sure. I was like, how long have you been homeless? He's like, 15 years. I was like, okay. I have this idea for the wagon. And then I showed him the wagon, and he just didn't say anything about it. So I was like, well, at the very least, what's your situation looking like? And he was like, well, I can either be in a fucking hotel because there's no apartments available, and you need credit scores, and you need to not have a record anymore, so they can't, even if we wanted to get an apartment, there's no way, or we'd have to work for 15 years just to be able to afford like a piece of crap place. And I was like, yeah, I know, man, I feel you. So you've got like a tent set. He's like, yeah, we're blessed, we have like a portable power station, me and my wife both work, and we have 2 tents, and we have a dog, and things are good, but the fucking rain and the mold and everything. And I'm like, yep, I feel you. How would you feel about this wagon? I mean, you would be the outlier because you're like 6'6", so I'd have to fucking figure out. I mean, it would be like a 4x9 tent, so you would be able to get in there. But I told them about my wagon idea to eliminate campsites and replace them with really cool looking barns that people would enjoy looking at, instead of looking at the tent campsite and they were like a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. When you see a tent out there, you'd see this cool looking building that all folds up and folds together the way I've designed it to be carryable, and you could take it as far into the woods as you want. So you're not eliminating the problem, but you're eliminating the problem that problem causes. And then eventually you'll realize that that's not really a problem, it's more like a factory to honor the individual and the problems that they're enduring. So it's actually a healing station for people that would be going in cycles of suffering probably forever in this system. Because when you get this low in the system, they beat you to dysfunction, and then they try to kill you. They try to drive you into the woods where you freeze to death and cut you off from getting food. They literally told me they couldn't take food stamps, and I had to get on food stamps because nobody would hire me. And they wouldn't hire me because my car was broken down. I used to be a top dasher in Plattsburgh. And I swear to God that's true. That I went to everywhere in a small town, and nobody said yes. No farms said yes. No carpenters needed help. There was literally nothing I could do. And then they tried to put a gun to my head while I'm asleep. Cut the shit out of my car, threw all their trash everywhere. Dents in the car. Throwing shit at me, trying to run me off the road walking down the road. That's where I live. I'm not saying that's everywhere, but that was where I live. Is there like that? Where they won't help you, and they'll try to drive you into a place where hopefully somebody comes and kills you. And we have a lot of homeless women that get raped. This guy here, so I said I'm in a more populated area that's like an hour away from where I was. In this area, 50 people died this year from freezing to death because the administration made homelessness a crime. And the suffering got worse. They can't function as well. There's no resources available. They're suffering out there and they can't function, and they just give up and die. 50 people died here in the past 4 or 5 months of freezing to death. And if I had this wagon here, that would be literally impossible because you could build a nest and the snow couldn't get in. I scared the bird away. I scared the bird away. What can I do as a low-income, non-homeless person to help homeless people the most? There's literally nothing you can do, man. It's not your responsibility. but just don't look down on them. You know? Like, I have no income. I have no food stamps. I know that the guy panhandling is making way more money than I'm making. That guy panhandling, maybe even if he makes $20 a day, he's making way more than I'm making. But I still saw him panhandling, and I had a car. And I have a car. So I gave him my last protein bar, so I will be going hungry. I won't have food for a while. So, but I gave him my last protein bar, and he was so happy. He was like, whoa, hell yeah, man. Because protein feels good, and protein bars are expensive. Homeless people cannot buy protein bars. Unless they're crazy like me, and they have like a meal prep schedule, and they schedule out their food stamp money. Most of them don't think that far ahead. They just get what they need, or they get like a couple things a day. They don't do Walmart delivery with the food stamps, $6 a month if you sign up for EBT. And actually, to be honest, I think those guys don't qualify. There's now a 20-hour work requirement a month. And what businesses are doing now, like the big reason they said that I told you I went to, can you imagine? Doesn't it sound really far-fetched for me to say I applied to 60 jobs and 60 jobs turned me down? It's because in the state now, there's a work requirement for homeless people to be on EBT. So you have a lot of people that have gone to apply to those jobs that were homeless, and they were all turned away. So they immediately, as soon as they found out I was homeless, they turned me away. And that's now another way that the white community can be like, fuck you, junkie, piece of crap, whatever. And I'm like, I'm just trying to work, man. They know that the job is, they think it's for the work requirement. Even if I tell them, no, the plan is to fix the car up, build a music studio, buy a piece of land, travel, make content. I want to get a viola. I want to learn how to play the viola. It's not for an addiction, and they still don't care. We need to start a community by the lake somewhere. We make our own houses, clothes, grow our own food. Well, the native and the native African and Irish people used to do that, and then they created trespassing in order to kill them and drive them back onto the plantations as indentured servants. It used to be that they would go by the lake and build houses, clothes, grow food, purify water, and teach the kids, and then the colonizers killed them. They post hiring, but they are not hiring. They get money. They post hiring and they ask around that they desperately need help, but they only want women. You know what I'm saying? They only want girls because they don't care about the homeless people. Who's your favorite island boy? Me up on Epstein Island, chilling on the Epstein Island. Yeah. So I went. And the problem is I have a misdemeanor of trespassing. The first job said it was violations of conditions of release. The second job said it was trespassing. So I think they're using two different background check apps, and they can just Google and see that I was arrested for trespassing. I was trespassed from a college because I walked through, and there were like 4 other people that were walking their dogs and hanging out and having fun there. It's basically open to people. But I walked through because I was like, maybe I want to come back in the fall and do wildlife conservation and get heal animals. Like every morning I wake up and I hang out with my deer friends. But I had my headphones and I was listening to Young Spirit going, hey, 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 So the governor of Vermont was there, Phil Scott, and Phil Scott recorded a video of me doing that, and he texted security and said, why is this engine squawking on our property? So they sent the man who was half Navajo to come talk to me. and then I was trespassed. I had a deal with the automotive center for that college that I could go there at night because people were trying to steal the catalytic converters. So I would watch. Me up on Epstein Island. Me up on Epstein Island. I don't know, my dad... I don't know. Does the deer have any holes on it? Nope. White people need to kill to feel good about themselves. I don't know. You notice how the bird... You hear the birds? And watch, I'm going to make them chirp faster. Hear them? I'm calling them in. Stop. Stop. I don't know if you can hear it. But they respond to my changing of my own frequency. And then I make them stop, and then I look away, and then they go, and they get louder. You can hear can you hear the change? Can you hear them stop? And they're changing the... Me up on Epstein Island. You ask yourself the question, if I didn't have to work for my money, how would I spend my time? Do that instead. Yup. Yeah. He just says, oh, the poor deer. If I didn't take him and rescue this bad boy, he would have been in a 17-year-old weed stoner piece of crap's apartment. And the deer would just sit on the wall watching him fucking snort opiates and shit. And if I ever have a dream where the deer goes, please bury me, I will bury him. Sounds like mindless chatter. Well, you're white, so you can't see reality. They may have recognized you from this video when you turn in your application. Well, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Me up on Epstein Island. Good, it means I made an impact on them if they see the YouTube. I have a friend that has a deer on his wall doing the same thing. That's what I'm saying, you should take that deer. Offer to buy it off of him. Next time he's like hurting for money, for drugs, you're like, hey man, I'll give you $200 for the deer. Have you given up on looking for work completely? No, I'm going to a dairy farm tomorrow. I can't go today because the public shower is closed today, and I spent like $8 in gas. Probably more like $15 in gas to get here. So I have to sit here, which is 2 miles away from the public shower, and then at night I'm gonna go park in the church lot, maybe, so that tomorrow morning I can shower, change my socks over, get a pair of underwear, try to see if they have a pair of pants, because my only pair of pants is a bunch of holes in them at this point. So I want more, I need more like official blue jeans, something nice. You're in Kentucky, you could buy it for 30. Then buy it for 30, man. I bought this one for 45. You know where you can get a job right now? Well, I don't have the wheel bearings or the gas to get to where you're at. Are you tripping with the deer here? No. But I'm hanging out with the birds, words. You fucking scallywag. Want to make easy money? Oh, hello, my name's Jim. What are you offering, man? Me up on Epstein Island. Me and my deer so violent. The birds are singing their song just for you to hear. I don't know. If you noticed, the birds move to where the crow... I don't think you can have... I don't think the microphone can pick up the space. But where the crows were really fucking with me, these birds are now coalescing there, and I can feel them instead. They're blocking the crows, because the crows had, through me, created that energetic tripwire that I talk about, where they consciously set something, and then when you move, it freaks them out because they're hunting. So the birds are now in directly between where the crows and I were, because they're clearing up that etheric cord to bring the peace back into the space, because birds need to bring peace to the space, because they need that clarity and decision making to focus, to see what they're foraging for, and to be able to feel the vibrations of the insects under the ground and shit. So the crows need to destroy all of that to keep the birds in fear, so they make more sporadic decisions and they're easier to get. So that when the mice come out from the thing, the change in the pressure triggers the crows, and they go, ah, and then they all swoop it and eat it. Self-Fank drank at your own risk, though. I saw him as props to rappers to Papa Seal in a music video. That's city bullshit baloney that does not fly here, where we have the ability to access a higher bandwidth and higher realms of thought. But stupid Jesuit BlackRock multi-gen inbred programming has made a lot of these people, you would call them very nice kids, but in reality they're fucking monsters, man, and they're retards, and they'll have no idea how much of a retarded monster pussy they actually are, because they're allowed to live in delusion and call it sophistication. So when they see a black person walking down the street, they just get extremely uncomfortable, and they don't know what to do. Oh yeah, he's tripping balls. Genjutsu you were in. Self-Fake drank at your own risk. What is this one? You got a 1-to-1 replica, empty pint bottles of Walkhart, activist, high-tech, tris, and quality. Oh, you're doing it for real. I thought you meant you just poured like grape soda in a thing and walked up to people like it's drank. With like a little bit of weed in there. You know that weed oil? That they put in like cereal and shit? And then you just tell them, oh, it's walk. It's that walkie slush. Me up on Epstein Island, me and my dear so violent. Shut up, Crow. Shut up. A lot of the crows don't understand. They never had people talk to them like that. Well, doing drugs isn't limited to a single race, LOL. Yeah, it wasn't about the drugs of the race. It's about societal programming for suburbia. And these are actual did any of you see the video of Clav stealing that guy's girl, and he looked like he looked like an English peasant to an Irish Chad? I don't like Clav, man. I think he's fucking weird. I think he's kind of a piece of shit, but Clav is a suburban disruptor. He's not for us. Like he's not our enemy. Clav is suburban white kid's enemy. And eventually a black person will probably kill him. Because I don't know, there's some government thing going on right now with paying content creators and streamers to be anti-black with no evidence. They don't even react to videos of black people anymore because there's no evidence. Remember how they used to like look at videos of the BLM riots and be like, these fucking blacks, man. Now they can't even pull up videos to react to because that behavior's just not real. They're making up shit about black people still. And I'm like, why? What are they so afraid of? I love black people, man. I saw this video. Like, did you see the video of the guy that was dressed up like like emo, and he went to the New York City subway and he said, "White people, for Black History Month, I need all y'all to get in the back." And he wasn't mad. He was kind of happy, but he was still ordering them. And then another old black man that looked like Master Oogway, but he didn't look African. He looked mixed. Like somewhere along the way, he had like some milk chocolate in there. He went, "Man, you a traitor to your own race." And he was like, "Man, you a traitor to your own race." What the fuck? Because the guy was standing in the middle of the white people. And he was like, "You're making all these white people scared. Come on, man." And then the kid went, "They had us scared. They still keep us scared." Because the old guy hasn't opened his phone, but the young guy did. The young guy knows that they're still doing the propaganda and trying to weaponize people against black people. That old guy just sits on the subway. He doesn't know. What up, Ashley? That's a nice profile picture. Aren't you mixed? I'm African, Irish, and Native, and Romanian. Are you a vamp? Speaking of Romanian, probably. I try not to be. Me upon Epstein Island. Me and my dear soul violent. Come on, Bucky. Yeah. You like them teeth? I have a stain on this one. This is just a couple days of brushing. Like one day of brushing will take it away. But I got this fucking stain I gotta get rid of from smoking for 2 years. But every girl I dated says, never get braces or anything. The girls I dated really like, and they were really pretty girls, really beautiful, intelligent women. They love that my tooth sticks out like this. I have my toothpaste somewhere. I have my toothbrushes right here. I just need to find my toothpaste. OMG, are you homeless? I've been homeless since I was in the first half of 9th grade. I looked it up today. The first half of 9th grade, I've been homeless. And I'm now 26. But I had a brain injury at 19. And I literally couldn't function. Like, as much as I go back and I used to shit on myself, like I wasted my whole 20s, I wasted my life, I should be having kids and a degree. But then I start to remember, like I'll sit there and start to try to remember. And it was shit like, I would wake up with sleep paralysis. And I couldn't move for 12 hours. I would just be sitting there cycling panic attacks, feeling like tortured, and I couldn't think and I couldn't speak. And eventually I'd have to crawl out of the bed and then force myself up onto the counter and get in the cold shower, and then force myself into the cold shower, wake up, and then start moving and moving and moving. And then I would literally sprint. Like I would run to the track and then run 10 miles and then run back, because I knew at any minute my brain would just accidentally think me into the wrong way, and then I would shut down again. I drove my car 90 miles an hour into a telephone pole and the airbag didn't go off. So that was like, you know, my girlfriend at the time would just walk me around like a vegetable, crying every morning because she wanted me to get up and go do things with her, and I literally couldn't move, and I'm like twitching and trying to figure it out, and I can't. It would be like I would black out in bed, and then I would wake up outside in the field behind my shelter, and it's pouring rain, and my girlfriend's trying to get me back into the shelter, and I'm crying and just uncontrollable screaming. And I don't even know what happened. I blacked out. I didn't do drugs. I didn't drink. I never got compensation from the accident because I don't have any friends or family. There was nobody to coach me about, like, the airbag didn't go off. I didn't even ask if the airbag went off, but then I saw the picture later and saw that the airbag clearly wasn't there. And I remember hitting the front of the steering wheel. So I talked to a therapist last year, and they said that, yeah, just be 21. There's no rules to life. You literally were just like in a coma for 4 years, unable to function and just walking around trying your best, and you couldn't do anything. So if you've gotten over that now, you stopped at 19, let's just say you're 21. Just be 21. Give yourself those 5 years of slack. Like, you know, don't matter. You look young anyway, you know? So that made me feel a lot better, because like the girls I used to have a crush on in school are now teachers and therapists and in the military and Air Force pilots and fucking combat medics or vet techs or technical engineers, or they do coding, or they're like boxers in Seattle and they fucking have properties and everything. Have you considered getting mental health help? If you can tell me what diagnosis you think I have that I might need help with, Because I've gone in and they said, I'm not schizophrenic, I'm a genius. And I think about things at a high level, and I don't have the means to implement my ideas, so they stick to me, and then that can get overwhelming. I think you may have bipolar. Yeah. They tried to diagnose me bipolar, and then they took it off after I stayed there for a month, and they didn't see a consistent change. They tried to give me bipolar 1, but then another hospital said, I don't think you have bipolar 1. I think you're young, and you have big dreams, and you're trying to chase them, and you don't have the means to get there, which can be very overwhelming for you. Did the accident make you constipated? No, but when I get the nicotine poisoning from the vape, it makes my shit hurt. Like I'm shitting out poison. But yeah, eventually I would like to see a therapist, but not every week, like every few months. And I'll have a big thing of notes with questions. And then I went and sat with a therapist. I went and sat with it's like a joke. I went to a therapist, an Orthodox Christian, and I went to a spiritual guru. And the person who helped me the most was the spiritual person at this All Souls church. Because they understood what was happening, whereas the Christian person didn't, and the therapist didn't. And the therapist and the Christian person were going off of books, and the All Souls church was going off of an extremely diverse experience from many different schools of theosophy and spirituality. And she was way more able to understand and figure it out. And we figured out that the problem was I had built my whole thing off of my competence and my masculinity and my philosophy and my creativity. And then after I was running and running and running, and then everything that I had done, I never stopped to enjoy it, and it all crashed and burned, and I lost everything because I didn't give it care. I didn't appreciate what I had. I was chasing something else and rampaging through, hurting everybody that was around me because they were trying to enjoy the moment and I was trying to lead it all my way. And then eventually that caused me to drive my car 90 miles an hour straight into a pole and trying to kill myself. And then I lost everything that I valued. So my self-esteem and self-worth and everything that was good about me that I really loved was taken from me. And I was forced into basically a timeout. And then I had to grow my roots. I had this really strong foundation of trauma and pain that gave me a grounded perspective on reality to enjoy what I couldn't see prior. So I learned 1,000 different ways of handling this pain, which gave me competency, strength, realness. And I had tons of spiritual mentors and teachers and people that had the skills that I needed to learn. And they came to me in my reality, or I found them through this crazy adventure. And then through that I was able to understand the spiritual breakthroughs and the spiritual gifts that I had. Whereas before I was trying to ignore it and just keep going forward. I was able to stop and smell the roses. And hey, we were talking about how I really, really want to work FedEx, and I asked God for a sign to make it right to left. Isn't that cool? Two people said disability, and then the job I'm trying to get parks right next to me. If he gets out of the car, we'll ask him. I would get a job instantly if you can. I've been trying for 4 years. For the past 2 years, they said no because I was homeless, and then they said no because I didn't have a birth certificate, and then I shoveled snow and did a GoFundMe until I could get this car, and then I went and got my birth certificate, and now they won't hire me because I have trespassing on my record. And I need a job in order to get food stamps, which means I will literally be going hungry because they won't hire me. And that's why they're not hiring me, because they're trying to take the food stamps from the homeless people. It's literally it. These businesses won't hire people if they think you're trying to use it for food stamps. Because Facebook has driven everyone here insane. So I'm trying to find... No, FedEx won't... I already tried FedEx, man. I can't pass a background check, bro. I'm trying, man. You wonder why? Oh, yeah, it sucks. He's leaving. Oh, they're all hanging out. Oh, it's 2 FedEx trucks. Construction jobs would hire you? I tried. I tried the road crew, I tried construction, I tried all of it. Tried mechanic shops. Now I'm trying farms. Pull my fly up. Yo. 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 What's up, man? Sorry to scare you. I had a question. I tried to apply to FedEx. I've been applying to a couple ones, but I backpacked for 2 years. I got a trespassing charge from like a college. So they won't do it for the background check. I want to know if you knew anyone that worked for FedEx before that was able to get by that. It's not even a misdemeanor. It's just like, it was on the record.
It's just a trespassing charge?
Yeah. And then they wouldn't. They said...
What'd you apply for?
I applied to be a driver.
Like for who though?
You guys. Well, West Lebanon. And then I tried Burlington. They didn't even call me back because
Like in a contract, for a contractor? Do you know who it was?
It might have been High Standards. Is there multiple contractors for the same FedEx in the area?
Yeah, we got 4 that just runs out of West.
That's okay, cool.
I run one of them, so.
Looking for drivers?
All the time. You want to give me my stuff while I go through this real quick? My phone number and all that.
Yeah,
and then you can just text me your name.
I'm Casey.
Yeah, Josh.
FedEx is my dream. I finally got a car shoveling so I can travel and get to work and stuff. So
yeah.
I'm just trying to work hard, save up money, and get a piece of land now.
I like them already. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No bullshit.
So the only thing you'll have to text me is your name, phone number, and email, and then we'll shoot you an application, and then we'll see what's going on with it.
If I did the DOT physical and everything a month ago, would I have to go back?
You already have a mentor?
I went and got the physical. I did the eye test. I did the piss test and everything, and I have the papers for it. I don't have the card itself, but I have the papers in my car.
You'll probably have to go back, but I mean, you pay for it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so drug test, just make sure you pass it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people with marijuana and shit. Like, if you know you're not gonna pass it, let us know ahead of time, and then we'll just schedule it out.
That's true. I just have a vape, nicotine.
Yeah. Oh,
but
that's fine. So does he.
All right, cool.
Kona. His number is 603.
Okay.
But these guys take care of me. So.
It seems really cool.
But these guys take care of me. So.
It seems really cool.
I think the only day I've ever called out was when the Red Sox lost to the Yankees in the wild card.
Fuck.
Is that right, Josh? The only day I've called out is when the Red Sox lost in the wild card.
If you what?
The only day I've called out is when the Red Sox lost in the wild card.
Yeah, that was bullshit. That was bullshit call out.
What?
That was bullshit call out. Sports team lost a game. Woo. I didn't call out after the Patriots lost Super Bowl.
No, you don't give a fuck about the Patriots. You're a Mr. Mahomey guy.
Yeah, I also had a day off.
KCC. Yeah, okay. I have to go. I have your number. Do I have to fill out an application on Indeed or something?
No, we'll email you a background check application and everything.
Okay.
And then once that comes back and all that, then as long as you're good to go, we'll send you a thing called Paylocity, and like right then and there you can start as soon as possible.
All right, I'll send you a text right now. All right. Yee. Get in the back, Bucky. Hey. He needs work. He's very excited to hire me. He's gonna send me the background check information, and I just have to go back and get my other physical. There's a bunch of dweebs over here. Okay. What the fuck? I gotta go this way, man. I don't give a fuck. That little white kid was like staring at me wide-eyed, just like glued to my face, man. Like I caught him doing something he shouldn't. Because he's out there smoking weed and paranoid. Okay. You heard him? He said, I like him already. Alright. Oh, come on, loser. Why are they so trapped in the dominance games, man? Probably because it's something sexual. It's something sexual, man. They're trapped in constant... I heard micro penis syndrome. Which is why that guy walking the dog was like freak tweaking. But that guy really wants to hire me, and he always needs drivers. So I sent him the text. He's gonna send me the background check. And now it's like everything that I did, spending the money, being really concerned. Oh! Last night, the notification for the tarot video said you were really uncertain about a decision you made because you thought it would be bad for you, but actually it's the best possible thing you could have done, and you're going to learn that God you cannot make mistakes with the universe. And now that car says West Virginia on it. I swear to God. But it was going left to right. I don't know why. But if I didn't have that demon gang-stalking weirdo in the car where I want to park, that hung up the demon's symbolism around his truck so he could sleep, and he parked right next to me in an empty parking lot in the same side of the car that they always do, I wouldn't have left. And then if they hadn't closed, for some reason they randomly closed the public shower today, so I was like, fuck, I have to wait a day. If those two things didn't happen, I wouldn't have gone to this park where the random 2 FedEx drivers showed up, and I was able to... I want to try to buy out a mortgage payments on it or whatever, like to pay off what he paid and then take over the mortgage. And then I want to register so I can open. You got any the sunset motor in? I wonder if 211 would let me stay there, because that's a shower for work. You think anybody donated? I don't think so. If I fall at 33, you feel me through the evergreens. I'll call for you. When I was young, before I knew. friends forever. The sky ain't always blue, and it gets hard, and it goes fast. But I know that you'd pick up, no questions asked. If they told me I ain't making bail, got one phone call from county jail, I'll call for you. And if I fall in Devil's Pass, I'll walk until my legs collapse. I'll crawl to you. The world is full of hands to hold you when it's worth it. You gave me a chance when they thought I was worthless. So when I fall like I do, I'll call for you. I'll call for you. Vintage home center, you said? And if I fall in Devil's Pass, I'll walk until my legs collapse. I wish that people had told me that there were multiple contractors running FedEx companies, and that just because one FedEx company won't pass the background check, other ones might. Oh, and I was trying to work FedEx at the other place, and then these guys literally came to me. They literally, so the tarot reading said that you thought you made a mistake by paying to travel to go to this place because you thought that you would miss out on something else. And I'm telling you that was the best thing you could have done. And then the tarot reading said, because you sat and waited and opened up your hand, God was able to put what you needed and more than you would ask for in it. So I literally applied to Domino's, and I wanted to work at Domino's and FedEx as a driver. And I wound up here, and then right when I said that, the Domino's company car, the person just fucking waved at me. Passing right to left. And I'm literally about to go to the Domino's. So let's see if they have a company car and how much they hire. Because maybe while I work for that, I could do for the Domino's. And then that would bring me right back to the place where I talked to that guy yesterday about ending the homeless crisis. So I literally, on this long, convoluted, day-long journey, I'm literally right back where I started. And I swear to God, that might actually be... No, it's not. Hey. Hi, lady. You seem stressed. I thought you were a girl that I knew that lived here that I've been looking for a while. But I know she has a boyfriend, but I know that I'm way cooler. And I want her as my queen, maybe. Oh, should I get a pizza? I don't have the money for it, man. Let's look for a job. I can't afford to eat tonight. But I'm like, maybe I shouldn't save up for the wheel bearing and I'll just get the job instead. Yeah, I'm kind of out the way. Anybody want to send money for a pizza? No. Hey, man. I just want to know if you need drivers. I just want to know if you guys needed drivers.
Yeah, you can. There's a QR code right on
Yeah.
that sign there. You can apply through that QR code.
Do you have a company car? Or,
We might have one. It depends what days you have it.
I just need 2 wheel hubs on the car. I can't drive it. The wheel will fall off if I try to do it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, just apply on that app right there. And then
all right, cool. My name's Casey.
Casey. All right, I'll keep a lookout.
Cool.
For it.
All right, cool. QR code. Why am I not monetized? I said I accidentally made a joke about the rainbow people, the letter people, and I got a community guideline strike. Otherwise, I would be at 3,996 out of 4,000 watch hours, and then I could monetize. But I wouldn't be it's $18 per 1,000 views, roughly. So if I were to get 1,000 views on a video, I'd make $18. And that doesn't apply to live videos, that applies to actual YouTube content. It doesn't apply to shorts. With the paid partner program. So I would have to make videos that were consistently pulling in 1,000 views. I'm hungry, man. Do you PayPal or Cash App? Or yeah, I have PayPal, Cash App. You don't have to do it. It's all right. I will probably enjoy. I don't know. I'm worried about the wheel hub, and the high school is gonna give me a discount for it. So I've got like $35 in about a week. My service runs out on my phone, and that's 45, like 48, 50, 49. So that's probably what it's gonna go towards if I don't buy the wheel hub, is paying for service. So that's mainly what I would use it for, and I'd still end up going hungry even if you donated. I've got soda and stuff in here, so I have sugar and shit. I don't think there's a food shelf in this town, to be honest. Public shower, no food shelf right now. Usually it's the opposite. I thought it said loser fat. It's advanced laser fat loss and body contouring, because we're in one of those places, but I thought it said loser fat. I don't know where I'm going, man. In more populated areas, and we're in a different state, and you'll find that pretty much every state but mine is crazy. My state's crazy in a different way. This state is violent. They don't care. They're very negative, and they don't care about people that aren't like their family, I guess. If you're just a stranger to them, they don't give a fuck. Whereas in my state, even if they're mad, it's like they're mad at their family. They still naturally feel like people are connected, and that you don't have that here. So there's a way greater chance of somebody smashing my window, shooting me in the face, and just for the buckhead. Whereas in the other state, they'll crawl in and they won't break your window, but they'll fucking use a coat hanger to get in, open the door to take the buckhead. If they told me I ain't making bail, got one phone call from county jail, I'll call for you. The world is full of hands that hold you when it's worth it. But you gave me a chance. Yeah. Well, I couldn't show you because the cop was staring right at me, but there's 3 of them. Oh, this is the vape shop. Let's see if they get any of the ones that I like in. Sometimes they sell them for $5. Sometimes they sell the vapes for $5. And if they do, I'll say, can you wait till I get my first paycheck and keep a couple for me? And maybe, should I ask them for the handout? Oh, it's handicapped, man. World is full of hands Where can I park? There we go. There's a fucking Karen staring me down because I'm gonna park in the handicap and like, what if a disabled person needs to get their addiction? Turns are reliable. Gail the snails. I'm trying, man. Look, somebody kicked my fucking car. Oh. What the hell? There was a massive dent right here, and now it's just gone. Like somebody kicked that full force. And then somebody kicked back here too. I haven't backed into anything, man. You can see that the wear on the car, the dirt is the same. And this is obviously a fucking key. Because they see that and think I'm living in it. But I haven't hit anything, I swear to God. I don't have enough. Good man, what's up?
So they can get him a club. They'll kill the baby of the female that they haven't slept with. So the females sleep with as many men as possible. So that the dolphin doesn't know whether or not.
Alright. You saw Obama confirmed aliens?
What's up?
Obama went on a podcast and he said aliens are real.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said I haven't seen them and they're not in Area 51, but they're real.
Spiritual cousins
Oh,
that
that's
live in the
great.
ocean. And meanwhile,
I mean, it doesn't surprise me anymore. I mean,
force their
I've
babies
got
to be
13
imposed,
kids,
so
so
that they don't get their babies killed.
at this point, it's like, what's real?
Think about what we
This was you remember the French and Indian War? You know the Order of the Eastern Star? Have you seen like the churches? It looks like a pentagram, but it's like red and green. Yeah, there's a bunch of churches in New England.
I think so.
That was founded in Morrisville because John Morris founded the Order of Eastern Star. Those are like that child eating organization,
They can't affect their environment.
basically. So what they would do in the French and Indian War was, I'm half native, so that they talk about it. They would go in the French and Indian War and they built. You look at the line of the French and Indian War and you see Morrisville's right there because they would be on the American side and they'd go steal the kids and they would keep them in. You can still find like in Grand Isle and South Hero, they've got torture chambers where they would keep it, where they would do, and then more money, and now they have the islands and shit. But it used to be right here, bro.
And like the culture of it, you know what I mean? It changes throughout the years, and then, but yeah, powerful always
Allowing
some
them
shit.
to
I feel
mate
like
and pass on their
I'm like,
behavior called
I know that
suicide.
in New York City they had like a real, one of the guys in the tunnels went on a podcast and said that bloody children's mattress that everyone was like, there's literally a bunch of Jewish people carrying a bloody children's mattress out of the tunnels. He said they were trying to put, have you seen the movie Hereditary?
I haven't know.
It's about trying to put the consciousness of some ancient thing inside a child. So that's what they're trying to do. And I'm like, for them to believe that, they should have evidence. There's something they really see from there.
Dude, that's insane though, the videos of them running up out of the tunnels, like what the fuck?
100 deep, and they all just emerge from this and we're scared. And they look terrified. They're like looking around at everything.
Oh shit.
Right? And I'm like, I got one if you want.
Full geek bar?
Yeah, that's my last one. That's why I'm here.
We don't have any of the tiny ones, man. I got a big one.
Oh, I can't afford it.
That one's burnt.
For real? It's 25. I can only do the $5 one.
Oh, we don't even have dispos for $5 right now, bro.
Oh, I thought it said $5. What? How much?
Yeah, these are all the juices for it. The cheapest vape that I got, honestly, right now is 22.
Oh,
Hang
wait.
on a minute. Maybe I can hook you up. We got some vapes in the bag.
All right, cool. I gotta get my wallet too.
We broke that news here.
Bring that up. There was a dusky dolphin. What's that one doing? Just fucking boys in Penn State's locker room?
What flavors do you like?
I don't care. Nicotine.
No. Oh no, dusky dolphin. Yeah, so like when we think about like peaceful creatures.
Yeah.
We're the most.
Actually, that would have been the one I would have said.
No chance. Yeah, as warlike as we are, as far as intelligent
Okay,
life.
alright. I'll give you, well, dude, what are, there's gotta be some peaceful guys.
Dolphins must be going to war with each other, right?
There's no way those Hyraxes aren't doing anything.
Really bad luck.
The guy flew in there to pick up my van.
Yeah, we've had really bad luck with these.
Yeah.
The flavors are good, but sometimes they just will be like wet or whatever. So whenever you open it up, just make sure it works.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll do that one. And that's kind of similar to the foggers, where it's got like the replaceable battery and everything like that.
I'm actually at the
But,
dentist.
Okay.
What's your phone number, brother?
802 I still muted? Am I still muted? Am I muted? Or not? Alright. Damn, you didn't hear my piano, man. My piano playing. If I fall at 23, you'll feel me through the evergreen. Oh. Call free. Damn. We had a really long conversation about how the chief of police in my hometown was the assistant chief of police in Manhattan. And when 9/11 happened, she called out. She didn't show up to work that morning. And then after 9/11, she was seen guarding the Jew tunnels. So I called her and told her that, and told her about how I also know about how she weaponizes the police to perpetuate their constant raises. So she abuses a lot of people just to get raises for the idea of crime. So and the next day, after she hung up on me, she announced her retirement. The Irishman with the good idea. Instead of shit talking and all this drama. That's a really good idea. I just don't know anyone. But I do know that there's one in Brookfield. There's a scrapyard that offered $25 an hour. But they didn't need help in the winter, is the problem. Most people shut down in the winter because they just don't want to dig through the snow to get the parts that are left out in the scrapyard. Or else I would. But I'm waiting on a background check from FedEx and potentially Domino's delivery, $20 an hour. But the minimum wage here is $7 an hour. It's 18, literally just 2 miles down the road at the other state. It does feel better to be here. But it's not that great of an idea. Don't gas them up. Because in the wintertime, they don't really do much up here. Or else I would. Is this a Shure SM7B? And if I fall at 23, I'll see you through the evergreen. I've applied to 60 jobs, man. But now we're about 150 miles from where we were. And these guys seem much more interested than being out in the rural sticks where they need people, but they won't hire outsiders. So they'd rather suffer. Goodbye. I was I almost shit myself. Sleigh bells ding-a-ling-a-ding, ding-a-ling-a-ling-doo. They have a rape chamber down there. Deja vu, right? I feel like this has happened before. And And if I fall at 23, I am native, but I don't know my tribe. And if I fall at 20, but that's the Casey story, man. Casey has to build his own. Casey makes a bunch of tribes all the time. Like everywhere I go, I build my own group of people. I did that in every. I'm the traveler, man. Quit walking like a robot. You're supposed to be going to a church. It wasn't turned over. There was somebody stomping and head down, twitching sunglasses when there's no sunlight out. And they're wearing the sunglasses, twitching and stomping around. And I was like, what are you doing? You're at a church, bro. Stop it. Get some help. And they just disappeared around the corner, man. You looking for somebody in the church? Yo, are you looking for somebody in there?
Well, is supposed to be a meal here tonight?
Who?
It's supposed to be a meal here tonight.
What time? It's 4.
No.
4.
Uh-huh.
It's 4:07. I don't know when they do it. There are people in there.
Yeah, because my neighbor, he sings here, but he didn't answer his door. But he wasn't. Thought maybe he was here. You know, he was on the front door. Where are you going to?
Front door is open,
Front door is.
but you think they're in there? There are people here. There's supposed to be a dinner tonight.
I thought there was. That's why I'm double checking for. I'm just across the road here, so I don't know. Do you know how to get in?
Yeah, I'll go back because I need food too. What's your name?
Is that
What's your name?
Valerie?
I'm Casey.
Sweet.
Casey,
Kate.
like CASEY.
Okay. Yeah, you know, it's later. Somebody said, first, some of the 18th songs, today's the 18th, so I didn't know.
This is a nice place. I'm not from here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get a job at FedEx. I'm traveling. That's what I'm looking for. Save up
Yeah.
money, get some land.
I'm trying to find a different job, too.
You have boots that can go in the snow. You go around. I tried to make a boot path for you. Chickadees and stuff. Who's yelling? Close. I hear people downstairs. I hear people. Oh. There's definitely people upstairs and there's downstairs.
First time being in here.
You got like a wood shop going on. No?
Soup and bread. Hello? You mean practice required?
No, a meal.
Oh, a meal?
Yeah, sometimes like some every Tuesday.
Not here. tomorrow night is a meal after our just 6 o'clock service of just soup and bread, once a year.
Yeah,
I
so
mean-
it's like between 4 and 5, I heard what the neighbor was telling me.
It's on, was it-
18th, so I thought today was fine.
no, it's on Sundays, the second or third Sunday of the month.
Mine, and you'll see a sign out front when we have it.
It's free, that's at 4 o'clock though,
Yeah,
that way.
so what is going to be next one?
We want, see if it's on the board, go out that way too if you want.
Is that?
We can look at it on the calendar. We have an outside, we have a calendar in the hall.
I was just seeing what was going on. I was hanging out upstairs.
What's that?
I'll go with you.
Well, maybe we turn the hall lights on here so we see the
Yeah,
calendar.
no, but okay, I thought cars was a lot, you know. I thought the cars.
See this, and we put on another light, and look at another chart. That's just the coffee hour, we have coffee hour after.
It says there's a community dinner on the second Sunday of the month.
Oh, good, you got it.
So,
Where did you say that, over there?
Right here,
Okay.
second. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, the second Sunday is at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
In that room, you come in right there, and that second door,
So,
it's
where am I can't see that. So the, not the next part,
so we had it last Sunday.
I know, that's why I.
Okay, right, so you got, yeah, it's the second Sunday of every month,
Okay,
yeah.
there'll be a sign out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they give different ones beyond that, like at Thanksgiving, we'll have a big one free to the public downstairs, that's we're getting a new dishwasher and stuff. There'll be 100 people to sit down meal down there. And then we have one for St. Patrick's Day, we'll have a big corned beef dinner
Too proud of
free.
myself. Too proud of myself.
Oh, no, you see signs out front
I
usually.
thought probably.
Or if you start coming to church here, you'll know. Sunday at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, I was.
Today's service, we have a coffee after hour, usually with coffee and food,
What kind of food?
refreshments.
They're like sandwiches.
Huh?
What kind of food do they have?
Oh, yeah, sometimes, it depends on if it's kind of a bigger day, we'll have sandwiches and all that, but usually sometimes it's just crackers, pepperoni, cookies, donuts,
Right,
breads, sweet breads and stuff like that.
so like this.
But every Sunday they have that.
This Sunday, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just right across.
Maple Manor?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
My
Yeah.
neighbor,
We get quite a few in there. No, he's in the choir.
yeah, again, the name is, he's my neighbor,
Oh, is he? Yeah.
28,
God.
29 lives there.
I'll think of his name as soon as you're out the door.
Yeah.
Gosh, you know, I'm in the men's group with him. We have a men's group here. A ladies group meets on Thursdays. If you wanna do that, it's Thursdays at 9 o'clock. There's a Bible study at 10 on Wednesdays, but a ladies group, there's like 12 to 15 ladies that meet in that second door at 9 o'clock on Thursday.
And this we do to use over different doors?
This door, yeah.
Oh, is this one?
And pastor is right in that door. If you ever need to talk to her, she's here like 3 or 4 days. She's a part-time, but she's the best, one of the best we've ever had.
Right. So I go to church, I come to the front door if I go to church.
No, come in this door.
He still comes to
In the
church.
summer, we'll use that, but we don't in the winter because it's snow
That's
and
what
ice
that's
on
what
it.
I'm trying to get
Yeah,
through.
come in this door.
Just go, keep on and going, right?
Yep, we're near, go all the way down and take a left and we're right in the sanctuary. Yep,
Thank you so much.
yeah, okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm Casey.
I'm Dick, yeah, how you
Yes, sir.
doing? You
Good.
live over there too?
No,
No,
I'm just. I have. I wanted to know. I mean, I backpacked for a couple years. Just got a car, so now I'm traveling around looking for work. So FedEx here, I'm trying to do. Maybe if that doesn't work out, Domino's.
Oh,
But I have this. I want to know if you knew if your congregation, if you knew anyone that was like a carpenter or electrician or like a scrapyard or somebody that might need help. And then I have something else I want advice on for building these fold-up modular wagons. So it's like a rickshaw where you pick it up and carry it, and it looks like a red and white barn with the 3D printed shingles, so it's not heavy. And then it all folds in and then collapses. The wheels can be out and then come in and carry it like a suitcase beside you.
It's perfect for a beach or something.
Perfect for a beach or perfect to stop.
Have it in your back of your car and just take it to a beach, put your beach stuff in it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, I mean, in Vermont, they had 400 million for the homeless and nobody got any of it. There's only 4,000 people there. I'm like, what you're really upset about is the campsites and throwing the trash.
Right.
So I was like, if I get these wagons and then give them trash bags, you get $2 if you bring your trash back and throw it in the dumpster. So the homeless people run around taking your trash for $2 and no more throwing it over the bank or anywhere. And then I'm trying to get like a church van situation that gets them to the road crew. So instead of holding a panhandling sign, they're holding the flag and doing road crew stuff and working at farms.
Good.
But I just looking for carpenters, electricians, engineers, people that could give me advice on the right materials to make it lightweight but also strong. And then stuff for like the linchpin and the legs, right?
I would think, I know the valleys, they build homes and all that stuff. I mean, they're into wood, of course, Home Depot, but I don't think Home Depot's too big. It's the valleys is more of a home,
Okay.
real home body. I go there, I pay more, but it's service. I love the service there compared to Home Depot. But the valley's right down on 12A is the best I know of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys need help? I mean, if I'm in the area for sure, usually I have a shovel, but I put everything up in northern Vermont at a church. So I'm trying to get them a storage shed soon when I get a job, and they're really cool, like really invest in the community and they help homeless people. So I'm trying to, it's like the Underground Railroad right now. When you go out there, if you're just in a tent, it's a crime. So people are really after you in Vermont. Like, I know a lot of people that, and whether it's God or not, I mean, you're obviously religious.
What you should do, you been in the area for a while?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, okay. Come in and talk to Amanda. She knows the people that would help you.
Yeah.
I mean, not the Haven, but there's other people other than the Haven and all the Listen Center and all that stuff. And Aaron, our secretary, he's our organist and all that. And he knows people too.
Okay.
He's into that kind of stuff too. I mean,
I was saying
I'm too old.
If I'm in the area, usually I have a shovel. So I go to churches, and usually not a lot of churches have, like, you have snow in the front. I just say, like, hey, if you don't mind, in case I don't commit crime or do drugs, definitely, if I, like, park here overnight or away and there's stuff, I just take my shovel and shovel everything for everybody.
Yeah.
I just don't have it today, or I would, just because you guys are friendly.
No, we have a sexton, no, but we don't do the front because we don't want people using that though, so.
Okay.
Because the wooden stairs and they slippery, you don't want to put salt on them because it ruins the paint, so.
Okay.
We almost always come in here. But it's getting to be spring, so we may start using that too.
Okay.
Well, good.
When is a good time to see Amanda, you think?
Tomorrow morning she'll be here. She'll be in a Bible study from 10 to 11. So, 9 o'clock tomorrow, between 9 and 10, I'd say, or anytime after that. She usually works like 9 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah. And Aaron, he's here like 10 to 2. So either one of them can help you.
All right, I have to be here anyway because Haven's closed, so I can't get a shower.
Oh.
And then I'm trying to go to a dairy farm and ask because they said they need help.
Oh, where's that? McNamara's?
No, it's like 40 miles north somewhere. They gave me the address. I don't know exactly where it is.
Oh, good.
But it was just like a guy walked into McDonald's and said, like, hey, I complained about how he needs help. So the manager, when I went into McDonald's, they're like, no, but try that guy. So I've just been on the hunt. But I have a trespassing charge on my record.
Oh.
So most places it just goes to AI now, and they're like, look, bing.
Goodbye. Yeah.
Yep.
Too bad. Yeah.
So I don't know. I've been going. I left home at 14, and I'm 26 now. I had a brain injury when I was 19 for a couple of years that messed me up. But the stuff that you see when you leave society, it's way, like, it gets crazy. Like, somebody walks up and gives me a little cardinal stone thing, and I keep it in my car. And then I get a video on my phone, like a notification that pops up that says, God has a message for you. And I'm like, I mean, I don't know if I believe that. Then the person says, wait. The person says, okay, you're seeing this if you just saw the cardinal. There's a cardinal on the sign. It's just some random person far away. And it says, basically the confirmation that God is trying to bring you somewhere. And I'm like, okay, if that's real, can I get a cardinal? and then a cardinal swoops right by the front of the car. So they're trying to get me to go to Plattsburgh, because the person that gave me the cardinal said, you should go to Plattsburgh to talk to this church. When I go to there, I haven't been to Plattsburgh in years. I go through, and there's the mascot is the Cardinals. So I go there, I go into the church, and the person has like a cardinal lapel, or like embroidered stuff, and I'm like, this is really weird, and they're like, it's not that weird. You should see the stories we have.
Yeah.
But basically stuff like that got me through. Like, I won't get hired for 60 jobs, but then I walk into a random place when I've given up, and then somebody comes up and says, hey, you should get a job here.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as you let go, God just comes right in and helps you,
I believe in it.
right?
Yeah.
I
gotta go down there welding.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of this job.
Okay, can I ask you one quick question?
Yep.
What, for you personally, what was it like when you let Jesus, don't they say you have to let Jesus in? You have to let him into your heart?
I've always had them. I went to a Catholic school all my life.
Okay.
Yeah, in Lebanon, it's Sacred Heart School. I was there from birth. Yeah, I graduated from the Catholic schools and everything, so he's always been there. I've never had my faith questioned by myself.
I sit in the woods and I sit in the church, and there's definitely something that I feel like, I think they call it the Holy Spirit, like you feel energized and happy, and it sheds everything away.
Yeah.
But I've never had like where sometimes I make a lot of music. I went to school for music. Sometimes I'll be making a song, and then all of a sudden there's what I'm trying to make, but way better than I ever could have made it. And it like is healing to hear, and it's just floating in my imagination, and I just get it, and it changes. And then people will get mad now when I have it in my heart. Like cops will pull me over for nothing, bang on the window, and they're just mad, stuff like that. So I can see that that's definitely something. But I've never had like a guy show up and be like,
I've never had that.
yeah,
No. Well, for good talking to you, right?
Yeah.
You get down here.
Nice to meet you, Dick.
Stop tomorrow and see Amanda or Aaron, and they'll be looking for you.
Okay.
Okay, what was your name again?
My name's Casey O'Brien.
Casey O'Brien?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll tell him.
All right. And there's my hawk right there, the red-tailed hawk. Red-tailed hawk, right to left, guys. If I had gone 3 seconds earlier or 3 seconds later, I would have never seen it. But as soon as I leave, there's a red-tailed hawk right there. You a cousin? You a cousin Hart? Are you insinuating that I might be inbred? Because I'll have you know, I'm probably the least inbred of all these yokels here. Are you saying that that guy was a cousin fucker? I don't think he was. I think he was a good little Christian boy, man. And now he's a really cool guy. He reminds me of my uncle and my dad. Just because they have a mustache. To be honest. But he's Irish. That's why I said O'Brien, because I wanted him to know I'm Irish, because he's obviously an Irishman. Even though his name is Dick. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I see why they sold it to me for $5. This thing is fucked. Oh, that was why. Oh fuck. that was bad. That was smooth. So, mission accomplished. Church network. Respect. Gained. Infiltrated with love, and now reputable church, they say, on my spirit notification. And I told him God's story. He does not want to hear God's story, and he leave. But I say God's story anyway, so GTA respect points to my experience bar. I help old random woman get in and find community. Hello, woman with dog, gang stalker twitching. Why do they twitch? I don't know. Sometimes I twitch, but I'm feeling spiritual stuff. Should I go now into, oh God, there's a big bump. That was like a roller coaster. Should I go into the Baptist church now and do the same shit I just did? God does things, it's cool. Have you ever seen Jesus? And they're like, no. Has Jesus ever come to you in a dream? No. And I'm not trying to denounce Christianity. So he can turn. There was a big bus I cut off because if he tried to turn, it would be much harder for him to turn if I didn't leave. Bum, motherfucker. Hey, let's go down. Look, another woman walking the dog. And then she did the spin move. You saw that? I'm not a robot. Did you see the spin move she just hit me with? A lot of girls used to tell me that I was their dream husband. Or, for a while, when I was 18. Actually, pretty much my whole life, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I was 15, one time a girl walked up to me and said, "You are bad in the best way." And pretty much all my exes say, you know, you're a lot better as a sneaky link than you are as a boyfriend. I'm like, yeah. They told me that you think the girls are like it, when girls text me and say, you know, I've been thinking a lot about having kids with you one day. You think they say that to a lot of different guys? Or do you think that that's not like a typical thing that people say? I'm like, if that's hoe behavior and she says that to a lot of different guys, that's a really weird thing to say. If they told me I ain't making bail, I one phone call from county jail, I'll call for you. The world is full of hands that hold you when it's worth it. But you gave me a chance when they thought I was worthless. Is this LaValle's? I'm trying to go to LaValle's now. I'm gonna gas, man. But worst case scenario, I apply to Domino's. The guy hires me. He gets pissed at me, very pissed, when I say, hey, I'm gonna go to FedEx instead. And he's like, I understand, but fuck you. But I was like, hey, I just needed money, man, and nobody would hire me. So, worst case scenario, I'm trying to pick up 2 jobs, and FedEx doesn't run on the weekends, I don't think. So, now that you know that I'm a good worker and I'm reliable and dependent, well, I just might be floody to go to a different job. But when I am hired to go places, I will bust my feet kicking the can. You know? Recomputing. Look at this dam. And I think there might be a pull off here, but the problem is this state doesn't fucking plow their parking lots. Like, that's the parking lot for the nature preserve. And they leave it only for trucks. They don't pay the plow to go onto there, so I literally can't go up there because I'll get stuck in the snow. But that dam was pretty cool. If they told me I ain't making bail, got one phone call from county jail, I'll call for you. And if I fall in devil's pass, I'll walk till my legs collapse, I'll crawl for you. A lot of homeless people live there. The world is full of hands that hold you when it's worth it. I'm gonna run out of gas. And my wheel bearing's fucked. Reconnecting. In this bitch, because they might do under. They might not care about my record. Ricanting. I said that. I was like, I wonder how we'll leave if I just do that. Hey, you guys want to play some basketball? In the darkness like that. It's weird. It's creepy. Don't stare at me like that while I'm staring at you. Let me stare at you and don't look. Be oblivious to my staring. I have a problem and you're supposed to not have a problem, okay? Connecting.